We continue now at the top of Daf Yud Gimel Amud Beis Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 113b. The Gemara here is continuing to darshan the pasuk in Yeshaya. It said, "V'daber davar shelo yehi diburach shel Shabbos kediburach shel chol." The way you speak on Shabbos should not be the same way you speak on a weekday. Rashi says, "Shelo yehi diburach shel Shabbos kediburach shel chol." Kagon mekach umemkar v'cheshbonos, business and calculations. Those things should not be done on Shabbos. And the Gemara continues, Dibur Aser, speaking about these things is Aser, here her mutter, but thinking about it is mutter. Rashi says, here her mutter, Lahar belibo kach v'kach yitzias anitzarach lahotzi al sadazu, just to think about what you need to spend on a certain thing, that's not a problem. The Gemara says, Bishlam akula l'chaya. I understand all the different things on this list, they all make sense. Ela shelo yehi hiluchach shel Shabbos ki luchach shel chol mai. What does it mean you shouldn't walk on Shabbos like you walk on a weekday? What does that even mean? Ki ha de amar Rav Huna amar Rav. So the Gemara answers, it's like what Rav Huna said in the name of Rav. V'amri le amar Rav Abu amar Rav Huna. Some people say it was Rav Abba in the name of Rav Huna. Haya mahalech b'Shabbos ufaga ba'amas hamayim. Let's say a person's walking on Shabbos and a stream comes in front of him. If he's able to jump over the stream, put his first foot down on the other side without having to pick up his second foot, then it's okay to do that on Shabbos. But if you need to leap over that stream in order to cross it, it's going to be usher to leap on Shabbos. That's what it means. You shouldn't walk on Shabbos the way you walk on weekdays. So Maskeflo Rava asked on this answer, well, what else should you do in this case? If there's a stream in front of you, you need to get somewhere, what's the other option? Leikif, if you're going to go around the stream, kamapish bihilucha, then you're walking more, which should also be a problem. You're tiring yourself out on Shabbos. Liaver, now if you're going to walk through the stream, zimnin de metavson moni maya v'asilei. What's going to happen is sometimes your clothing will get wet and you might end up doing schita. You might end up wringing out the water, which is a malacha on Shabbos, so that's not a good solution. Ela baha came in the lo efshar shaber dummy. So Rava says, in this particular scenario, if you're walking and there's a body of water that you need to jump over, there's no possibility to do anything other than jump over it, that would be okay, because there's nothing else you can do. The Gemara says, rather, the answer to this question of how you should walk on Shabbos is different than weekday is like Rebbe asked from Rabbi Yishmael Rabbi Yossi. He asked as follows, he asked, are you allowed to take a large step on Shabbos? Amar Lei said back to him, is that even permitted on a weekday? Shani Omer, because I hold psiya gasan notelas echad mechamish meyos mimor einav shaladim. I say that taking large steps takes away 1/500th of a person's vision. But he can get back that vision when he makes kiddush on Friday night. The Rishonim and the Mefarshim do ask, so it sounds like that's also something you can't do on a weekday. So what does that mean different than Shabbos? There are various answers. It could be the one simple answer is that it's dangerous for your eyesight on weekday to take large steps, but that doesn't mean it's usher. But there's an added prohibition on Shabbos. There's other explanations as well. Now Rebbe asked Rabbi Yishmael Rabbi Yossi the following question: Ma'olechol adama b'Shabbos? Can a person eat earth, literally ground earth on Shabbos? They used to eat that as a refuah, so is that okay, or is that a problem of refuah? You're not supposed to do refuah on Shabbos because then you might grind up medicines. Amar Lei said, "V'chi b'chol mihutra." He said, "I don't even allow that on weekdays." Shani Omer, because I hold af b'chol asur minei shum malke. I hold that it's a problem to eat earth even on weekdays because it actually makes a person sick. It's not good for the person. Amar Rav Ami says, "Kol ochel me'afra shel Bavel." Anyone who eats from the dirt of Bavel, ki'ilu ochel mi-basar avosiv. It's like eating the flesh of his forefathers, because we know that the Mabul, everything went into Bavel. So all of the flesh of the people who lived at that time, that's all in the dirt of Bavel. You can't eat that. B'yeshomrim, some say ki'ilu ochel shkatzim uramasim. It's like eating bugs and creepy crawly creatures. Like it says, vayimach es kol yakum. Everything was melted away, and basically it all went to Bavel, and so therefore you can't eat that dirt. Amar Reish Lakish says, Lama Nikra Shema Shinar. Why is Bavel called Shinar? Shekol Meisei Mabul Ninaru L'Sham. Because all of those who died in the Mabul were shaken to that location. Amar Rabbi Yochanan says, Lama Nikra Shema Metzula. Why is it called Metzula? It's referred to as Metzula by the Navi. Shekol Meisei Mabul Nitzdalalu L'Sham. Because again, they were all sunk to that area. So therefore, that's why it has that name. Now the Gemara analyzes. It said that if you eat this dirt, it's like eating bugs. But the bugs are already dissolved. Certainly there's no isser. So Amri, they said, no, Kevin de Malki, since it's bad for you, Gazru Bei Rabbanan. The Rabbanan made a gezerah as though it was eating bugs as well. They wanted to add to the strength of the prohibition of eating this dirt. There was once a guy, the Gemara here is illustrating that it's dangerous. There was once a guy who ate a mound of dirt, and he also ate some cress. The kadchu le tachle belibe umesa. What happened was the cress attached itself to the dirt and started growing inside of him, and he died. The Gemara now quotes a pasuk relevant to Shabbos clothing. It says, Naomi tells Rus, v'rachatzt v'sacht v'samsim losayich. You should bathe and you should anoint yourself and you should put on your clothing. Amar Rebbe Elazar says, Elo begadim shel Shabbos. This refers to the begadim of Shabbos. Rashi here explains, Simlosayich v'chi aruma haisa. Was she naked? She needed to get dressed. Elos smolos miuchados v'ayinu the Shabbos. It means you should wear your special clothing. It means the clothing of Shabbos. So then the Gemara continues. Now on this theme, the Gemara will now discuss a little bit about Boaz and Rus and other related items. The pasuk says, Tein l'chacham v'yech gamod. The pasuk says that you tell a wise person something and they become even more wise. They take that little bit of information and they take it further. Amar Rebbe Elazar zu Rus hamoavia u'Shmuel haramasi. This pasuk refers to two people. It refers to Rus and it refers to Shmuel. Rus, with regards to Rus, Di'ilu Naomi ka'amra la v'rachatz v'sacht v'samsim losayich. Naomi told her you should bathe yourself first and then put on your clothing. Sim losayich alayich, you put your clothing on you. V'yorad tagor, and then you should go down to the granary. V'ilu b'didaksid, but what did she actually do? It says v'ateired hagorin. First she went to the granary. V'hadar v'tas k'chol asher tzivsa chamosa. Then she did everything that her mother-in-law told her to do. Rashi explains, Vateret Hagorin v'Hadar Vatas Sham Sacha v'Lovsha Samolos Nos Shlo Yifgashu Bakashi Mekushetas v'Yom Razoni. She got dressed later because she thought otherwise people might see her. They'll think she's a zona. They'll think she's a harlot. So that's why she reversed the order. That's the idea. Tein l'chacham v'yech chemot. She did it in a wiser fashion. And what about Shmuel? Shmuel di'ilu Eli ka'amarle. When it came to Shmuel, Eli said to Shmuel, Shechav v'hoya mikra elecha v'yamarta daber Hashem ki shomei avdecha. Eli told Shmuel, you should lie down, and if you hear someone calling, Eli understood that it would be HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you should say, speak Hashem, because your servant is listening. So Eli told Shmuel, you should realize God is calling out to you. V'ilu b'didei ksiv be, but by Shmuel himself it says, Vayavo Hashem v'yisyatsev v'yikra kepam bepam Shmuel, God called out Shmuel, Vayomer Shmuel daber. Shmuel said speak. He didn't say daber Hashem. Ki shomea avdecha v'lo amar daber Hashem. He didn't say speak God, because who said that for sure it's God? Rashi here explains, Shmuel shahaisa shchina kora lo mitoch ha'hechel. The shchina called him from the hechel. V'lo haya yodea mi kore lo. He didn't know who was calling him. Uchsiv hasam vayiven Eli ki Hashem kore lanar. Eli understood that it was Hashem. Vayomer lo lech shcha v'haya mikra elecha v'yamarta daber Hashem ki shomea avdecha v'hu lo ratza lahazkir Hashem shema ein zu shchina. Eli said, when you hear the voice, say, speak God, but he didn't want to say speak God because he said maybe it's not God, maybe it's some other voice, so he didn't want to say God's name in vain. And the Gemara continues darshaning these psukim by Rus. The pasuk says, Vatelech vatova v'talakit basada. She went and she came and she collected in the fields. Amar Rebbe Elazar says, Shehalcho vasa. She went there, she came, she went and came. Ad shemitzah b'nei adam hamuganin leilech imam. She wanted to find proper, appropriate people who she could go together with. Vayomer Boaz Lenaro, and Boaz said to his lad Hanitzav ala Kotzim, who was standing over those who were harvesting, Lemi Hanaro Hazos. To whom does this young lady belong? V'chidarko shel Boaz lishol benar. But was it the normal way of Boaz to ask about a young girl? Amar Rebbe Elazar says, Dvar chachma ro'ba. He saw something wise in her. Shnei shibolin lokta shlosha shibolin eina lokta. She would collect 2 stalks. She wouldn't pick up 3 stalks. Rashi here explains, Shnei shibolin lokta kashihiroa shnei shibolin shenaflim and akosrim lo kotasan. Aval sholosh shochvos yachad ein lo kotasan. If she'd see 2 fell from those who were harvesting, she would collect it. Otherwise, she wouldn't take it. The hachi masnisin. That is what the Mishnah says. Shnei shibolim leket. 2 shibolim are considered leket. Gimel eino leket. So she understood the halacha. So he saw this dvar chachma. That's why he inquired after her. The masnisa tana in the brisa was taught dvar tznius rabba. He saw that she was acting with modesty. Omdos me'umad noflos miyushav. If there were ones that were left standing, Rashi explains that even shibolim that are standing are considered to be shichacha, and she's allowed to take that. But then she would take it when she was standing up. But if they fell down, she would sit. She wouldn't bend over. She would do it in a tznius fashion. Then he says to her, you should cling to the other young ladies. Boaz should use the word cling when it comes to women. Was it his way to cling to women? Amar Rebbe Elazar says, since he saw Vatishak Arpa lechamosa, that Arpa kissed her mother-in-law, Rus Dov Kaba, but Rus clung to her. Amar Shari Lidvuke Ba. He learned from that it is permitted to cling to this young lady. Vayomer la Boaz la'esa ochel geshi halom. Then Boaz said, but when it was time to eat, he said, come over here, come close. Amar Rebbe Elazar says, Remez Ramaz La. This was a hint. Asida Malchus Beis David Lotzes Mimech. He was telling her that in the future, the kingdom of David HaMelech would come out from you. Dechsiv be halom, because the word halom is used by David HaMelech. Shenemar, like it says, Vayavo HaMelech David, Vayeshev lefnei Hashem, Vayomer mi anochi Hashem Elokim, umi beisi, ki haviosani ad halom. So you see that it uses the word halom by David HaMelech. Pasuk by Rus continues, V'tavalt pitech b'chometz, you should dip your bread in chometz and vinegar. Amar Rebbe Elazar says, Mikan sha'chometz yafel ishrav. You see from here that vinegar is good when there's hot weather. Rav Shmuel bar Nachmani, Amar Rav Shmuel bar Nachmani says, Remez Ramaz La. Again, this is also a hint. Asid ben lotzis mimech, there's going to be a son come out from you. Shemais of koshin kechometz. His deeds are going to be harsh, like vinegar. Umanu, who is the son? Menashe, it's the king Menashe. Vatesha mitzad hakotzrim. Now it says that she sat by those who were harvesting. Amar Rebbe Elazar mitzad hakotzrim v'lo besoch hakotzrim. She sat from the side, but not among them. Remez Ramazla. This is also a hint. Shasida Malchus Beis David sheteschalik. It was a hint that the Malchus Beis David would one day in the future be divided. Rashi says mitzad hakotzrim kol hakotzrim hefsiku beino leveina. The kotzrim separated between him and her. He didn't have her sit with them or next to him. Ruach HaKodesh Nizrakavo. This was Ruach HaKodesh that he had. V'nirmas shemalchus Beis David hayotzis mishneim. He was a hint that the Malchus Beis David that would come from both of them, Asida lecholik, that's one day going to be divided. Di'ilu yashu b'socham lo haya remez hafsaka bein shneim. If she would have sat among them, there wouldn't be a hint of separation between them. So this was really a hint to the future split of Malchus Beis David. Vayitzped lo Kelly vatochel. So it says that they gave her the parched corn and she ate. Amar Rebbe Elazar says vatochel b'mei David v'tisba b'mei Shlomo v'tosar b'mei Chizkiah. What it means is she ate. That's a reference to the days of David HaMelech. She was satisfied. That's a reference to the days of Shlomo. And there was even more. There was extra left over for her. That's a reference to Chizkiah. V'ika de'amri vatochel b'mei David uv'mei Shlomo. Some say vatochel is a reference to David and Shlomo. V'tisba b'mei Chizkiah. V'tisba is a reference to Chizkiah. V'tosar b'mei Rebbe. But v'tosar is in the days of Rebbe. There was a lot of wealth in the days of Rebbe. The Amar Mar, because the master said, Aharure de Rebbe have osir mishvor malka. The master said that when it came to Rebbe, his own servants, Rebbe's horses and even the one appointed over his horses and his mules were richer than Shvor Malka. Shvor Malka was the Persian king. The point being, Rebbe also descended from Boaz and Rus, and that was the wealth that's being referred to, hinted to in this pasuk. The Masnisatan in the Brisa, they teach a little differently. V'tochal bo'olam haza. V'tochal is a reference to Olam Haza. V'tisba limos HaMashiach. She's satisfied. That's a reference to the Emos HaMashiach. V'tosar la'asid lavo. And the word v'tosar is a reference to loss and love of the world to come. The Gemara now darshans a pasuk in Yeshaya that is relevant to the defeat of Sancheiriv's army. The pasuk says, "V'tachas kevodo yekad yekod ki yekod eish." Rashi explains what's the relevance. V'sachas kevodo aidi da'iri bekro beplukso de Rabbi Yochanan Rabbi Elazar Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachmani nakde lahai hacha. Since we're dealing here in psukim where there's arguments how to understand it between Rabbi Yochanan, Rabbi Elazar, and Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachmani, so this is also something where these three Amoraim argued about the meaning of the pasuk. So the pasuk seems to be saying something about kavod being burned. There was something that was burned in this war. So there's a three-way machlokas. What exactly happened? Rabbi Yochanan says v'sachas kevodo v'lo kevodo mamish. Under the kavod was burned, but not the kavod itself. Rabbi Yochanan l'taimid, Rabbi Yochanan kari lemoni mechabdosai. Rabbi Yochanan says the word kavod refers to the clothing. So under their clothing was burned, meaning their bodies were burned. Rabbi Elazar says v'sachas kevodo tachas kevodo mamish. The kavod was burned. In Rabbi Elazar's view, the kavod also refers to the body. It's just a different way of learning. It doesn't mean underneath the kavod. It means the kavod itself was burned. We'll see Rashi explain more fully. Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachmani says tachas kevodo, underneath the kavod, meaning under their bodies, kisreifas b'nei Aaron. It's like the burning of Nadav and Avihu, the children of Aaron, meaning their bodies weren't burned according to this last opinion. It was their souls that were burned. Ma'alahal and sreifas neshama v'guf kayim, just like by Nadav and Avihu, the soul was burned and the body remained. Afkan sreifas neshama v'guf kayim. So too over here, the soul was burned and the body remained. Amar Rav Acha bar Abba, Rabbi Yochanan. Rav Acha bar Abba says the name of Rabbi Yochanan. We'll see that statement in the next video. Let's just see Rashi to explain this three-way machlokas. V'hachi perusha. Here's what it means. Bein Rabbi Yochanan, bein Rabbi Elazar, gufan nisraf. Both Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Elazar agreed their bodies were burned. Ella Rabbi Yochanan mashmalei tachas kevoda komo tachas raglav lashon tachtis. He understands the word tachas as literally underneath, like the word tachas raglav. U'chvodo hainu begodav, and the word kevodo means clothing, like Rabbi Yochanan said before, that clothing are referred to as a person's honor. Here's what it means. Tachas bigdeyam shel chayalosav shel Sancheiriv. The underneath of the clothing of the army of Sancheiriv, yikad yekod, v'lo bigdeyam nisrafu. That was what was burned, and their clothing were not burned. Rabbi Lazar mashmalei tachas loshen chalifin. Now, Rabbi Lazar said the word tachas doesn't mean under; it means instead of. Kamo yeshalim tachas ashur, you pay instead of an ox. Mishum Rabbi Lazar lo kari lemani mechabdosa, because he doesn't call clothing honor. Lakach al karcha kavodo hainu gufon. That's why kavodo means it actually refers to the person's body. V'achi kamer. Here's what it means: kavodo mamish yisraf. Their cover was burned; their bodies were burned. V'tachtav yehei efer usreifi kodesh. Instead, in place of their bodies, was basically ashes. Rabbi Shmuel mashmalei tachas Rabbi Yochanan uchvodu Rabbi Lazar. Rabbi Shmuel splits the difference. He says the word tachas means under, like Rabbi Yochanan, but he says covered goes like Rabbi Lazar, means the body. So under their body is their soul. Hilkach krok Rabbi Yochanan midrash v'sachas kevodo nisra v'lo kevodo mamish. Their covered wasn't burned; underneath their covered was burned. V'hai kevodo gufo, the word covered means body. V'hilkach chisreifas b'nei Aaron sreifas neshama v'guf kayim. Therefore, he understands that it's a burning of the neshama and the guf is kayim kedamrinim b'Sanhedrin b'Daled Misas. That's what we say in Sanhedrin and Daled Misas. We'll continue with the statement of Rabbi Yochanan in the next video on Daf Kuf Yud Daled Amud Aleph.